This is how I landed my first agency client without sending a single cold email, DM, or cold calling a business. And no, this isn't clickbait. So you're probably either just starting out thinking about what outreach strategy to choose, or you've already started your outreach, but are honestly just tired of sending all of those cold emails, DMs, and cold calling random people. And so you've probably clicked on this video wondering what secret formula this could be, and I'll get to that. But first, let me paint you a picture of how it happened. On a calm Wednesday afternoon, I get a notification on my phone from LinkedIn, and it says, "Hi Patrick, nice to connect. I wondered if you have a rate card for web adjustments on our website. Thanks in advance, please email me at," and then their email. And that's pretty much how it started. Before I get into the details on how you can possibly achieve the same result, my name is Patrick Spiegel, founder at Virtue.com, and I've recently started my agency journey providing web design services for luxury and premium brands. On this channel, I'll be documenting my path on building a successful agency so you can hopefully learn from my experiences, be them good or bad. After replying to their message, we then had an introductory Zoom call to discuss the scope and hourly rate for the website adjustments. A couple days went by after our initial call, and I got an email with some bad news. They mentioned that they didn't need any updates to the website as of right now. However, they said that they are launching a new product and needed a microsite. So all of a sudden, it went from simple adjustments on a website to a complete microsite. They then asked if I could send over some design work for them to see if I was the right fit for the job. And this is also a great point for any of you designers just starting out. You haven't created any websites, any Figma designs, and you're quite scared and have no idea what to do when a potential client comes up to you and asks, "Can I see some work?" And for you, I simply suggest creating one working website along with a couple of design examples. I use Figma, you can use Figma, I think Adobe XD, or even Photoshop, but Figma's free, so I would just suggest using that. And for the working website, I would suggest two options. Number one, you can create a portfolio website, which is exactly what I did. You don't have to buy a domain for your first website. If you are using Webflow, just use the webflow.io. It does limit you to 1 or 2 pages, but again, this is a portfolio website or an example working website, which means you don't need 10 pages, you just need 1 or 2 to show off your skills, show off your animation skills, and the fact that you can actually build a website. The second option is for a business/website that you are already thinking about reaching out to. The great thing about this option is not only will you be able to build your skills and have a website to show your potential client, but if you reach out to that specific business, you can entice them further by lowering the price that you would usually charge them. Even if they say no, as I mentioned before, you then have a beautiful website to show off for your next potential client. Now moving on to the designs, I would suggest creating one contact page, one services page, and 2 or 3 landing pages. This will really give you a nice range and variety of designs, of styles, maybe even industries that you want to pitch and reach out to, and in general just build your portfolio. Now back to the matter at hand. As I mentioned, I had 2 working websites along with 3 or 4 design examples, which I then sent over to them to review. And shortly after, they agreed to move on with me as the designer and developer for the microsite. And that website is this one, rewrap.uk. If you want to see a complete case study on the decisions I made for the design, on how I developed it, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to create a separate video on this website. Now, the big question, did I have a strategically set up LinkedIn account with a keyword that got the clients interested and to reach out to me, or was it all pure luck? To be quite honest with you, I think it was both. And for me, I like the saying maximizing your luck. For example, for us agency owners, the best way is to be on as many platforms as possible and look as professional and as good as you possibly can. As you can see, my LinkedIn profile doesn't really have any activity. I haven't been posting because I'm currently creating a posting schedule and a bit of a strategy on exactly what I'm going to be posting to LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok. So in my banner, I have free consultation, Virtue.com, which is a call to action. I think that's pretty important to have in your banner or generally in your LinkedIn profile. Again, any profile on social media would also be beneficial to have a call to action in. And for me, that's Virtue.com. Design and growth is our ethos, and yeah, this is us. The next to that, I have a short description of what I do, or my USP or unique selling point. And if you want a separate video on how to create your USP or unique selling point, as it is quite important, along with a market dominating position, let me know and I'll be happy to create one for you. For me, I create custom websites for luxury brands that attract their dream clients within 8 weeks or less. So this gives the what. We create custom websites. For who? Luxury brands. Why? Or what's the purpose of the website? Attract the dream clients. And time frame is always a pretty good metric to have, within 8 weeks or less. Now, of course, don't copy this. Create your own unique USP. Create 5 or 10 sentences that describe your business, who you are offering the services to, what services you offer, and also a nice, either a time frame or a guarantee that you offer. It's a nice exercise to hone in your messaging for your personal brand or for your business. And underneath that, as mentioned, design and growth is our ethos. We believe that great websites don't just look great, but they also perform well. Then we come to the profile image. I do think it is very important to have an actual image of a person, of yourself. Don't create an avatar, don't create a logo for your personal brand. You can create that for your business, but for your personal brand where people want to connect with people, it is important to have a nice picture of yourself. And again, it doesn't have to be a professional one with a professional camera. It can be a simple iPhone picture on a white background. Then of course, underneath that, my name, Patrick Spiegel, and the, I guess, tagline or description of what I do. So founder at Virtue, then helping businesses attract their dream clients, web design. So this web design is just a nice way to, again, explicitly say, this is how we achieve those results, and these are the results that we achieve. Because ultimately business owners want to know, how can you help them? What do you do? Then under contact info, you can have your email and your website, or if you have a YouTube channel, you can link it there, or a Dribbble account, which is also a great way to show off your work if you are in the design space, or any other links that you think are important for your potential clients. Then we come to the About section. On LinkedIn, it really is about being professional and about business owners and connecting with business owners. So here, again, tell them what value do you offer, how do you achieve the results that you offer, and what are the results that you achieve. Then experience, skills, and endorsements. In the beginning, you won't have any endorsements to show, which is no problem at all. As I mentioned, have those design examples that you can show, have 1 or 2 working websites so that people know, okay, this person can actually create a website. If you are an agency owner for SMMA or AI content, in that case, it is different and actually more difficult to show what you can do. In that case, you probably would be offering free trials. Now, I can feel the disappointment in you thinking, great, so is this just going to be luck? Is there any trick to it? And as I mentioned before, it's a bit of both. Present yourself as professional and as best as you can, but in reality, the best way of getting your first client is outreach. Unfortunately, in the beginning, outreach is king. For me personally, there are 2 options to building passive client income, if that makes sense. Number 1 is producing content, which is half the reason why I am creating this YouTube channel. And number 2 is JVs, joint ventureships. I'm currently in the middle of creating my joint ventureship partnership program, where I'll be working with other agencies or other people that are currently working with my clients, building a relationship, building a partnership where they will send me clients and I can send them clients. But for right now, just start with outreach. I made the mistake of waiting far too long, but I'm currently in the phase of testing out several different outreach methods, and I'll be making a video on that in the very near future. Send those first 50 DMs, send those first 20 emails, make those first 10, 20, 30 cold calls. The sooner you send those first emails or DMs, the more feedback and signals you will get back from the market, and with that you will know what works and what doesn't. So is landing your first agency client as easy as creating your LinkedIn account and waiting for the influx of potential clients? No. I know this wasn't the conclusion that many of you wanted, but create content and start your outreach. Those are the 2 best ways of maximizing your luck and landing the first agency client. If you have any questions or want to hop on a quick call, feel free to join my Discord community, link is in the description, and I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can. With that, my name is Patrick Spiegel, please hit that subscribe button, and remember, continue to maximize your luck. Bye. Before I go, as this was my first YouTube video, any feedback or comments would be greatly appreciated in the comment section below, or again, let me know in the Discord community. And I don't know if you've noticed this, these are really cool playing cards by Theory 11, not sponsored. Yeah, just kind of random.